Good day everyone, I am Marquiza C. Gaugay. This is my laboratory activity 3, which is the equipment and manipulations for filtration. And for this activity, we have 4 objectives. First, to introduce the equipment used in filtration. Second, to describe some steps in filtering. Thirdly, to show steps in folding and setting a filter paper. Lastly but not the least, to know the steps in dispensing an aliquot. But before that, let's differentiate between filtration and decantation. So filtration is the direct separation of an entire solution through a filter, where the solid is dropped by the filter allowing the liquid to pass through. It cannot be used to separate two liquids. Decantation is a pouring away of liquid from solid impurities which settled at the bottom of the container. Two liquids with a different density which have separated into two layers can similarly be separated by pouring the less dense liquid out. But in filtration, we cannot proceed or we cannot perform the filtration without the some equipments to use. These are the adapters for filtering and crucibles, as you see in the pictures. And one of the example of these adapters is the Newperm filter adapters, which are designed to fit between the filtering funnel and the flask, and it can be used individually or nesting with adjacent sizes. So now, let's proceed to the steps in filtering. So first, the washing by decantation. So what does it mean? So decantation is a process of a separation of a liquid from a solid and other immiscible or non-mixing liquids by removing the liquid layer at the top from the layer of a solid or a liquid below. The process can be carried out by thickening the mixture after pouring out the top layer. And the second step is the transferring of the precipitate. Sometimes you will want to divide the separated and washed precipitate into 2 portions in order to carry out 2 additional tests. To transfer part of the precipitate to another test tube, add a small amount of distilled water to the precipitate. Stir the mixture to form a slurry and quickly pour a half of the slurry into another container. Do not use a spatula. This could contaminate your sample. So now, let's proceed to the folding and setting a filter paper. So these are the steps. So first, fold a filter paper in half, and then fold it into a quarter of a circle, and fold it inward to a quarter of a circle again. 1/16, and then fold it in opposite direction, and continue to average the filter paper. Open the filter paper, fold a small stack inward at each of the 2 platforms, and finally make the filter paper. Well, for the full understanding, let's watch this video.
This is the kind of filter paper we use for gravity filtration, which is when we extract impurities or other solids from a liquid. To start, fold your filter paper in half. Then open it, rotate it 90 degrees, and fold it in half again. Open it, rotate it 45 degrees, and fold it again, halfway between the existing folds. Open it, rotate it 90 degrees, and fold it once more. Your filter paper should now be divided into eighths. Then flip it over on the bench and repeat what you just did, placing the folds midway between the folds made on the other side. When you are folding your filter paper, do not use a ruler or press too hard with your fingernail when folding, otherwise you might cause small rips in your filter paper. When you are done, your filter paper should be divided into 16ths with alternating creases up and down, as seen here. put your filter paper in the funnel, simply fold it in gently and gently place it in the funnel. Then, you can filter solids out of your liquid by gently pouring your liquid into the filter paper.
Proceeding to the steps in dispensing an aliquot. But first, let us know first what is aliquoting. So multi-dispensing, also known as aliquoting, is an act of aspiration enough total volume to dispense more than once from a same tip. While multi-dispensing can save time and tips, it can take more effort to control for a trueness and precision for each liquid transfer. For the steps in dispensing an aliquot, there are 3 steps. First, weigh out more drug than we need. Second, dilute with an inert substance. And lastly, or the third, weigh a portion, an aliquot, of a mixture that we know contains the amount of a drug we need. And for the conclusion for this activity, filtration plays an important role in a water treatment process. It is a process of separating solid particles from liquid particles. It may be done through a complicated process with various machines or equipment, but it may be also done in a simple ways with the same bottom line. Filtration is not only done by removing a solid particle, but also it contributes to an overall efficiency of a water treatment process because it prevents the clogging due to the solid particles. Without filtration, solid particle could clog the other treatment process, therefore stopping the operation. Once again, I am Marquiza C. Gaugay and this is my activity 3. I hope you learned something from this video and see you in the next video.